channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Oh Crow Gal, and today we are gonna be talking, I feel like I'm doing like a robot dance. We're gonna be talking about how to be successful when initially starting the ketogenic diet. So I'm gonna be talking about in particular the first like week, 2 weeks of starting the keto diet, and 3 tips in particular that will help you so much if you want to start the keto diet and remain on it. Because, you know, starting is the initial hard part, right? And then you gotta like keep trudging and keep doing it. And for me, the hardest part about keto is that first 2-week chunk. It's like a roller coaster, you know, when the roller coaster gets like hooked onto the incline and it's like, that's the first 2 weeks. And then after the first 2 weeks, it's all downhill from there. I feel like it can be really overwhelming with Google and, you know, your mom and your mother-in-law and your sister's cousin's brother who did keto. Like it's a lot. People telling you all different types of information. So I'm coming at you with a very straightforward video of literally just 3 things that you can do to make your keto life easier in those first 14 days. The first thing we're gonna talk about is you need to track your macros. You have to. It's impossible to be successful on keto initially without tracking your macros, especially if you're coming from the standard American diet. You cannot even it's so hard to even wrap your brain around the amount of fat you're consuming and the amount of carbs you're consuming, obviously being not a lot. It's also really important on keto because you need to make sure that you hit those fat levels so that your body, you know, starts to burn the fat instead of the carbs, instead of the sugar, and that you're not eating too much protein, because that kind of like F's up your body going into ketosis. So it's just really important that you track everything. To do that, the first thing that you need to do is go find a macro calculator. I will put the one that I use down below. It's really helpful if you know your body fat percentage, and then you have to punch in all the usual suspects: height, weight, what you weigh now, what you wanna weigh, all that jazz. So that's the first step, because that's gonna punch out your numbers. That's gonna punch out like how much fat you need to eat, calories, everything. The second thing you need to do is get a macro tracker on your phone. So like a weight loss app, essentially. I like the upgraded version of MyFitnessPal. I have liked that in the past. The one I'm using now is the KetoDiet app. And visually for me, I'll put a picture if I can find one. Visually for me, that app is, I'm a very visual person, and I just like the way that it's laid out. I think I do pay for it now. I think it's $2 a month, but I really like that one. If I can link those apps, I will link them below. Again, you are eating such high fat, such low carb that you have to see the numbers. It's not what you're used to, and so it's important initially that you see how much you're supposed to be eating of what, and then once you get into the groove, yeah, once you're like, you know, a month in or so, you can stop tracking. I kind of track, I'm at the point where I track like every now and then. My husband and I have been doing keto for about 3 months. And I kind of track every now and then. If there's like a day or two where I feel like, ooh, I overate, or ooh, I think I might have gone over on my carbs, then I get back into tracking. And it's just a good thing to have on your phone with all of your, you know, requirements and limits put in. You know, it's also really important that, you know, not only are you hitting all of these like numbers that you need to hit to be in ketosis, but also that you're not going over your calories. You know, you need to make sure that you have a calorie deficit so that you're losing weight. So that is my first tip, is track your macros, girl. My second tip is kind of like more personal, but I think it can apply and resonate with a lot of people, and that is no fast food, no restaurant food for the first 2 weeks. For me, I find it to be extremely triggering. I don't care if you're going to Chick-fil-A and you're getting a salad, or you're going to the Cheesecake Factory and you're having a bunless burger, or you're going to McDonald's and you're getting like a sausage and egg McMuffin with no bun. Like, I don't care if you're going to these places and you're still eating keto, don't do it. Because it will trigger something in your mind and in your body, and it's going to make you want the shit stuff from there. It's gonna make you want the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A and the Chick-fil-A sauce, or it's gonna make you want the Big Mac. It's better to just for the first 2 weeks go completely cold turkey from restaurants, from fast food, from anything. It will set you up for so much more success. Again, that one's a little bit more personal, but I feel like a lot of people that have issues with eating out or maybe even overeating can relate to that. And for me, that's just like a no-go. So that is my second tip. Only eat out of your home for the first 2 weeks. Trust me. Y'all, I ain't new to this. Trust me. Trust me. And my third tip is be proactive when it comes to the keto flu. The keto flu is a-coming, and it is going to hit you upside the head like nobody's business if you are not prepared for it. So for me, the keto flu always tends to happen around day 3 or 4, and I feel like shit. I usually get a really, really bad headache. My whole body feels super achy and I'm extremely tired. If you're prepared for it, you can easily beat it. And the reason that it's important to be prepared is because it will make you want to quit. It will completely make you, it'll make you want to give up, to be honest, because you are going to feel like crap. So this is almost like a bunch of mini tips inside of a larger tip. So be prepared to beat the keto flu. What you can do to do that is stay hydrated. Drink so much water. Whether you're doing water, sparkling water, whatever, drink a ton of water. The second thing is sleep. Get a decent amount of sleep. Even if you're someone that only gets, like my husband, his sleep schedule is ridiculous. He sleeps like 4 or 5 hours a night. If you're someone like that, bump it up to like 6 or 7, just a little bit more than what you would normally get. That's really important. I think the most important thing is electrolytes. Salt your food. Drink water with a little bit of like pink Himalayan salt in it. You can go the Powerade Zero route if you want to. That's not a route I choose to do. But you can do that if need be. Drink bone broth. Any type of bone broth, drink that. It's really, really important. And then you also need to make sure that you are eating enough. You know, a lot of people, when they first start keto, I think they just have it in their minds. They have a different picture in their mind of what it's supposed to be like. And a lot of times they don't eat enough food and then they're starving. It's like, no. Like if you're hungry, eat. Just eat something you're allowed to eat. So again, stay hydrated, get more sleep, electrolytes, make sure you're eating enough. Those are all really important, and I'm telling you, if you do those things when you get the keto flu, or even just when you start that first week, if you make sure all those boxes are checked, the keto flu is going to be literally no issue for you. All right, y'all, so those are my like 3 main tips, 3 super important things that I think can be super helpful for someone that's just beginning keto, someone that isn't really sure what they're getting into. And I really wanted to make this video very like succinct. I did not want to be rambling on, and I didn't want to give you like 17 things. You know, I didn't want it to be like a BuzzFeed list of like 27 things that you can do to get through the keto flu. So I hope this was really helpful. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Please hit that subscribe button and come join our family over here at Oh Crow Gal. We would love to have you. Yeah, so thank y'all for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye, friends.